Hi, my name's Jose Marita. I came to the U.S. when I was 3, and I'm originally from Guatemala. When I was born, my mom and dad were trying to go into like university. Then I came along and kind of ruined their chances of going. My mom got pregnant with my brother and sister, who were twins. 6 months after they were born, roughly, or maybe a little bit less, my sister started showing signs of like being super sick, and the doctors diagnosed her with cystic fibrosis. So my sister and mom stayed here for 6 months, and thankfully my dad applied for visas for my brother, me, and my grandmother, and so the four of us came 6 months after. It was either we stay here illegally or we go back home and have like the highest risk of losing my sister. So obviously they chose to stay here and tough it out. As a kid, you could start to see signs that like your parents would start to like have arguments a lot over money and over jobs that they hated, or especially my mom, who went through a lot of racism when she was going through there, and just going through like even the simplest things, by like going in cars. If like a police car would like go right past my dad or like right next to him, if we were like in traffic, he would just say the word and we already knew, like all of us would stand up straight, look forward, not look at him. And I remember always vividly whenever that happened, like I would always sit on the right hand side and my dad would be on the left, and I'd see that his foot would be shaking when he was on the brake just because he was so scared. I always wondered why like a lot of my friends stopped coming to school or just like disappeared.
I remember that.
And yeah, later on, like I went back to that school and I like asked them, like, back in like those days, like what happened to those kids, and they were like, unfortunately, like some of them got deported, others like moved just because the cops were on their tail. Seeing that your group were the ones that started to like disappear, like I started thinking that would happen to me and my family. So always coming home and like being relieved that everyone was still there was always like, okay. And then the next day it would start over and over and over. And then as soon as that like huge packet with citizenship on it came in, I think it was
Wow.
on the 18th of June, and my birthday's on the 21st. So it came in 3 days before my birthday, and we all got ecstatic when we saw that. My parents worked a lot, like very hard through everything, and for them to like manage to do that in like a short amount of time, right before like I needed all that to go to a university and like actually make something of myself. It was like everything they were working for. Now it's my turn to do what I have to do. But yeah, I was immensely proud of both of them when that came through. But yeah, my mom's family came from like very poor and very humble people back. My grandmother and grandfather didn't have shoes until they were like 15 and 16 years old. So for me to even go there, my grandmother and grandfather are always teary when they go and pick me up, just because they see that everything that they struggled and sacrificed is finally paying off with like their second generation of grandkids.
Yeah.
So it's having the opportunity to go and do something for a university that accepted me with all the baggage that I had. It's an amazing opportunity that I'm always cherishing like every time I go over there.